foreigners' life in Beijing.
外国人的北京生活。
Sunday and Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. here on Radio 774.
每周二、周日晚8点，北京外语广播网络电台。
A lively, light-hearted conversation with foreigners living in China.
有趣老外，有趣事。
Hosted by Beijing radio veteran Jingjing.
And Beijing Playhouse Executive Director Chris Verrill.
Lively conversation with real people living in Beijing.
Join the fun. 每周二、周日晚8点，北京外语广播网络电台一定要听。
朋友继续回来，我们外国人的北京生活。周二晚上呢，我们为大家邀请到了北京航海中心的2位外国朋友。那他们呢也是第一波在北京这个创建有关这个航海俱乐部的人士。所以今天呢，我们在下半时段还会和大家一起来聊聊他们这个北京航海中心的一些有趣的生活啊。另外呢，我们还要来跟大家一起分享一下他们呢，这个光说不行，咱还得看看他们一些 photos of their sailing lives. In our second half of the show. Welcome back.
Rick Pointon and Georgie Corlet, we're here talking with the Beijing Sailing Center on Beijing Radio. And before I have you sort of describe this boat that is here between us, I have a serious important question. Why is the word yacht spelled that way?
Do you know? I have absolutely no idea.
What good are you?
I think the word D is quite hard as well.
I guess that's just not English.
All right, so Rick, tell us, we've got a model of the boat here, for those of you listening on the radio, a model of what is presumably a boat that is similar to one you might use. Tell us what we're looking at and what the individual pieces are on the boat.
Okay. So this is a scale model of a yacht, and it's amazing because in English the words are quite complicated and unusual to people, but in Chinese all the words are actually very simple. And actually, although there's a whole lot of paraphernalia on a boat, it really just comes down to two things. Basically, we have a little boat.
The bathroom and the place to put the beer.
You're on the right money.
Just my guesses.
So we have a rope here that attaches to the bottom of the sail and controls the angle of the sail. We can adjust that so that the sails go out or in and adjusted to the angle of the wind. And that effectively is our accelerator. That's the one that makes the boat go fast or slow. If we have the sails at the right angle to the wind, then the boat goes as fast as it can. And if we have them at the wrong angle to the wind, then the sails flap and don't do as much work as they should do. So that's control number one. That's our accelerator.
Okay. So accelerator. And what's the big sail called? So there are two sails on the boat.
This particular boat's got two sails on. There's a main sail, and at the front there's a jib sail. In Chinese, this is Jufan, and this is Qianfan, so it's very easy.
I thought one of them was called a spinnaker.
A spinnaker is a third sail we could add to the boat, which in Chinese is Qiufan. And it's a big ball-shaped sail, hence the name Qiufan, that goes in front of the boat.
Oh, to me, that looks like the fin of the shark.
All right, so we've got the one sail that you adjust its angle to the wind, and that affects the acceleration of the boat.
We've got effectively, we have a mast or waygown that holds the sail up, and a boom that holds the sail out.
Okay.
And all that's there to do is to allow the sail to catch as much wind as possible.
Okay.
And then, of course, because we've got this massive, great big stick standing up in the air, we then have to have various ropes, and all they're designed to do is hold the mast up.
All right.
So the whole of that paraphernalia, all that's about, is just keeping the sails in the air to catch as much wind as possible.
Okay.
So then what's the other control? Well, the other major control, of course, is the rudder.
But wait, before we get to the rudder, what's the other sail for? So you told us what the big sail for. What's the little one for?
He
doesn't know, Georgie. No, go ahead.
We have on this boat 2 sails, and what you're trying to do is to tune them together, and they work as a pair. And you get a better aerofoil section from having the 2 sails working in conjunction with one another. They create a Venturi effect. A gap between the sails sucks the wind through it, and that just simply improves the performance of the boat.
Oh, kind of like an airplane wing.
Totally. Yeah.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, and in fact, many pilots also sail, and why? Because they love the fact that this is the same sort of dynamics.
Right, the principle's the same. So instead of like a plane where the wing keeps you up, the sails move you forward.
Totally. Yeah.
All right, I got it.
To be a very good sailor, what are the training that we need?
Wait, let him finish the boat first, because that's a good question. But he's going to get to the rudder, which
Can't wait to be a good sailor.
The only other important control on the boat is the rudder, and of course that's managed by the helmsman or the person steering the boat, and the rudder is simply there to control the direction. So we're using that to turn left and turn right. Of course, as we change the direction, so we have to change the angle of the sails to suit the way the wind is now coming across the boat.
Okay, so I understand all of that, but here's where I get lost in this, and where half our listeners are going to tune out because they'll get bored. But I've always wondered how, based upon the wind, because the wind can be blowing in any direction, and yet you can make the boat go any direction you want, almost, depending on...
Yeah, I mean, I can. There's about a 90. I can't go straight into the wind.
Okay.
So if I want to go upwind, I have to work at an angle up through the wind.
Alternate back and forth, sort of.
Exactly. Yeah. So I zigzag upwind, but I can go in any other direction.
So you can't go directly into the wind, but you can go. So but you can go 90 degrees to the wind.
45 degrees to the wind.
Okay. How do you go 45 degrees to the wind?
The feeling.
Wow. Now we're getting technical.
The sense.
But the part of this is because sailing's always impressed me that almost no matter which way the wind's going, you can go where you want.
An airplane goes up because of the way the air moving over the wings has low pressure above and high pressure below. So the airplane is sucked up in exactly the same way. As we let the air run across the boat, we create low pressure on one side and high pressure on the other side, and so the boat gets sucked upwind.
Ah, so it's just a matter of you maneuvering your sails to get Mr. Bernoulli to work.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's all about the talent. You only have the talent.
It's physics.